Now, in related news, prospective voters flooded registration centers across the country today as many anticipate an election announcement. Parliamentary registration officials had a busy day and anticipate that the crowds will continue to react by making the adjustments to their records where necessary. Here's Keishla Adderley.
Officers who are actually registering persons, they are heavily engaged.
It was an unconfirmed report, but its impact was sure. Hundreds formed long queues at registration centers here in New Providence and on the Family Islands, anticipating an election announcement. Here are the totals Acting Parliamentary Commissioner Lovato Duncanson has recorded.
For the Family Islands, we have some 28,240 persons who've been registered up to today's date. For Grand Bahama, we have some 30,640 persons registered up to today's date. New Providence, we have 132,715 persons registered, which gives us an overall grand total of 191,595 persons registered as of 9:24 a.m. this morning.
Parliamentary Registration Department and Town Center Mall Post Office reported heavy traffic all day long, a frustrating process for some.
You have too much, you have one person here and too much people on this line. Somebody could come and tell us that, man. One big sign tell you, if you transfer him, this is what all you need to do.
I gave them the 2017 one, and I'm still here waiting to find out why they haven't served me yet.
This latest register is guided by new legislation which primarily speaks to changes in address as opposed to fresh registration. Duncanson says that has meant that most applicants have visited the offices for that reason. Here are the terms for a change in address application.
If they are at a new place of residence and do not transfer, and they've been there beyond a year, that can pose a challenge for that individual. And so we are seeking to encourage persons to come in, visit one of our registration centers, present evidence of their new address. That's in the form of a utility bill, a lease agreement, a receipt that has the address on it that indicates payments being made, and we will facilitate the transfer of that individual.
Calls are also being made to random voters to double-check. Meantime, more than 17,000 new voters have been added to the register, not far off from the 20,000 who would have become eligible since 2017. Though somewhat different this process may be, this veteran voter says it's all about making your voice heard.
I'm already registered, but I brought my son with me because he's off today, right? And I think it's important. Many died for this right. And so, therefore, we need to exercise our democratic right as Bahamians.
Keishla Adderley, ZNS Network News.
If you missed anything, we've got you covered. Subscribe to our ZNS Network YouTube channel and follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for breaking news, live event coverage, web exclusives, and much more.